I mean, it's where the stigma behind the separation of church and state has been so hard, and everybody's getting afraid of getting sued by everybody else. I mean, you stick one little thing in there, and all of a sudden the school's getting sued for bringing God into it. So someone who doesn't believe in God, it's all of a sudden, you can't do that. And we've become afraid of our own shadows almost because of how much we want to push God to the side, and that's something you do in your personal life. That's something you do at home. You don't bring it into the workplace. You don't bring it into politics, and shamefully, you don't bring it into school.
But that's not what our country was founded upon.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I mean, the interesting about the founding fathers is you couldn't run for election unless you professed a religion.
I didn't know that.
That was like a rule. You couldn't run for office unless you professed. They didn't care which one, but you had to profess a Christian one. It had to be a Christian one too. You had to profess something. And if you look at the original 13 colonies, they're all set up on their specific religions, right? Mm-hmm. The Quakers, the Protestants, the Lutherans. They all set up, and that's how Massachusetts and Delaware and South Carolina and North Carolina, they all got set up, is because they just all separated in the religious bodies. And so when they discuss freedom of religion, it's meaning not having a specific religion sponsored by the state. This is the religion sponsored by the state. Only this one gets to do prayers and public services. This is the one that gets all the attention in the media. This is the one that the state officially backs, right? The state doesn't prevent anybody else from having their religions, but this is the sponsored one. And they saw that would happen, particularly with what was happening in England, where the Church of England was
the church.
And you had to be a member of that one, or else you're an apostate, you're against the king, and you could get in a lot of trouble for that. So they said it's freedom of religion. We're not taking God out of society. We need that in society, because the founding fathers also said that if society does not have or is not God-fearing, the Constitution is totally insufficient. Completely insufficient. The Constitution was designed for a God-fearing people that respected morals and values, common Christian traditions, and it's because of that respect, it's because of that moral background that the laws work. That you treat your fellow man with respect. You treat him with honor. You're not out there trying to steal or kill or anything of these things. You have that type of respect, because you can't legislate evil. Evil will always exist, and I'm afraid that's what the Democrats are always trying to do, is particularly with gun laws. They try to get rid of the guns, but the only people that's going to hurt are going to be the good ones, because they're the only ones that respect the law. And a lot of that law respect comes from their Christian beliefs, that you should obey the laws of the land. And
they were definitely inspired during that time to include the things that they included. I mean, you think of where they came from and what they were living, to come to a point where they could bring all the things that the future would hold that they didn't know anything about, and have that included so perfectly in this document to found this country. Truly inspired.